It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Now Richardson. And his throw is incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hawk 19, Hawk 19. Hawk, Hawk.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call
If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Falcons had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
18 reps. Ready.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Trap 60. Track 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very 1st quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sam Laporta, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st down, Bailey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Cougar 19.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 33. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
19 Tiger, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 19 Lion. Go!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Second and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show them.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now it's Richardson. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Let's go. 79 Broncos.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Take over.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Track 60. Get up.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's caught. Mitchell. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
In motion, the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Richardson off the play fake. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jones. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Jones is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Here's Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Down the left sideline.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
19 Lions. Check go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot us up at 10. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after here coming up. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right.
Here's a diving catch right side, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there 6 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Richardson. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An inside give to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sam Laporta, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Bailey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
19 Lions. Warriors 70.
2nd and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And now an audible here into something else. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 16.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bailey, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Colts 31, Falcons 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bailey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Bailey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go street.
Back to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, set, hurt. 70 range. Ready.
Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ready. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Extra point forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7. Now a give, right side. Buckner, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Richardson to throw off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 19.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Up the middle they go. Buckner. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Richardson. This is caught. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Here we go. 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Richardson going to change the play here.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Viking 18.
They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 60. Panthers Mustang 19. '79 Bronco. Go.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
He's back to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bailey. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Indianapolis,